The champagne had barely finished bubbling when Jake's perfect wedding day took an unexpected turn. He had just married Tanya, the love of his life, in what everyone called a fairy tale ceremony. The reception hall sparkled with laughter and celebration when suddenly commotion erupted near the bridal table. Marie, Tanya's younger sister, doubled over in pain, her face pale with panic. "Something's wrong," she gasped, clutching her swollen belly. The joyous atmosphere shattered like glass as paramedics rushed in, transforming the wedding reception into an emergency scene. Marie had raised her sister after their mother's tragic passing years earlier. Their bond transcended typical sibling relationships. Tanya had been more of a mother figure than a sister. Now, at 7 months pregnant, Marie was going into premature labor right there at the wedding reception. Hours later, as guests quietly departed and wedding decorations still hung like forgotten dreams, news arrived. Marie had delivered a tiny but healthy baby girl. The NICU became her new home, fighting for each breath while her family watched through glass walls. Jake expected his wife to visit, to offer support, to be there for her sister. What he didn't expect was Tanya's announcement 2 days later. "I can't leave for our honeymoon. She needs me." "But honey," Jake pleaded, his voice heavy with confusion and disappointment. "She has her husband, your dad, your stepmom, and her in-laws. You're not a doctor or nurse. What can you do that they can't?" Tanya's eyes flashed with determination and hurt. "You don't understand. I practically raised her. She's more like my daughter than my sister. That baby, that's my granddaughter in a way." The non-refundable tickets stared at them from the kitchen counter like an accusation. 2 weeks in paradise, couples massages, romantic dinners under starlit skies, adventures they'd planned for months, all slipping away. Insurance wouldn't cover family emergency for a sister's premature birth. Jake had already requested 2 weeks off work, time that couldn't be reclaimed. Days passed in agonizing limbo. Jake wandered their empty house like a ghost, watching his honeymoon window close while his wife slept in a hospital nursery hundreds of miles away. The resort called about their arrival. Friends asked about their trip. Every reminder felt like salt in an open wound. Finally, Jake made a decision that would haunt their marriage. He went alone. The tropical paradise felt surreal without Tanya. Jake lay in their king-sized bed, staring at the empty space where his bride should have been. He used their couple's spa credits for solo deep-sea fishing trips, trading romantic sunset dinners for solitary dune buggy adventures across sun-baked islands. Each picture he didn't take, each sunset he watched alone, each romantic moment that became a solo experience felt like mourning their honeymoon that would never be. When Jake returned home, tan but hollow-eyed, Tanya was still at the hospital. Their first conversation as a married couple returning from honeymoon became their first real fight. "How could you go without me?" Tanya's voice cracked through the phone, exhaustion and betrayal bleeding through. "How could I waste everything we paid for while sitting home alone?" Jake shot back, his own pain evident. "You chose her over us, over our marriage, over our honeymoon." "I chose family," Tanya whispered. "I thought you'd understand that." Jake stared at their wedding photos on the mantle, wondering when supporting family became abandoning your spouse. When love became a choice between competing loyalties, when their honeymoon became a symbol of everything wrong in their brand new marriage. Now they faced an impossible question. In the battle between family duty and marital commitment, who was right? Was Jake selfish for claiming their honeymoon alone? Or was Tanya wrong for abandoning their first moments as newlyweds? What do you think? Was Jake justified in going alone, or should he have stayed home? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your perspective on this complicated situation.